watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices on this Wednesday, July 31st. Good evening. I'm Chris Palermo. Here's what's happening. The Ely State Prison was placed on lockdown early this week following an alleged gang-related fight.
3 inmates are dead and 9 injured after a violent altercation yesterday afternoon at Ely State Prison in Nevada. Housing 1,183 inmates and 400 staff members, the prison is the only maximum security facility in the state. The prison was placed on lockdown following the altercation, and authorities concluded the matter to be gang-related. No prison staff were harmed, and further investigation is considering the ongoing issues at the facility, such as a previous hunger strike in December 2022, along with reported unsafe conditions by inmates. The current investigation will continue to be supported by state and local law enforcement.
More news now. Vice President Kamala Harris will be visiting Las Vegas next week for the first time since she entered the presidential race. Roy Rosell has more.
Vice President Kamala Harris will visit the Las Vegas Valley next week with her future running mate. With the deadline quickly approaching for Harris to choose her running mate, there are rumors that she will announce next week who she picks for this upcoming general election. Next week's visit will mark Harris's first time in the Silver State since she entered the presidential race, and her 7th time overall this year. Harris visited Las Vegas in January for 2 different reasons and 2 different times. Once to congratulate the hundreds of culinary union workers who were able to complete their employment deals with several resort locations. The other visit was to speak with the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Harris visited in March, giving a speech to a local high school. In April, Harris visited Las Vegas to highlight the impact of the bipartisan Safer Communities Act, and then in June and July discussing the presidential debate and announcing a new program that is aimed towards Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Island voters. It is currently unclear when she will be arriving in Las Vegas, though according to Harris's campaign, this is a part of a trip that will include stops in Philadelphia, western Wisconsin, Detroit, Savannah, and Phoenix. The exact dates of when she is scheduled to stop in each city have not been released as of Tuesday night. News 25 will keep you updated once this information becomes available.
And Las Vegas Metro is asking for the public's help in finding the person who is responsible for the death of an English bulldog that was left in a sealed container. Anthony Roberts has this story.
The local Las Vegas community is outraged and seeking justice following the tragic death of an English bulldog named Reba. The dog was discovered in a sealed container behind the Bond's grocery store located on Maryland Parkway in Katy, where she succumbed to a heat stroke last Saturday. The circumstances surrounding Reba's death remain unclear as authorities continue their investigations. The Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department has confirmed that no arrests have been made, and they are urging the community members to come forward with any information. LVMPD's Animal Cruelty Unit is actively collaborating with Animal Protective Services in their efforts. Carlos Herrera, a representative from the rescue organization Paws Patrol LV, took it upon himself to transport Reba to the veterinarian and return to the scene with the container until the police arrived. In response to this tragic incident, a generous community has rallied together, raising $21,500 in just 24 hours as a reward for information leading to the identification of those responsible for Reba's suffering. Authorities urge anyone with information to contact LVMPD at 702-828-2907. For those wishing to remain anonymous, tips can also be submitted to Crime Stoppers at 702-385-5555 or online at crimestoppersofnv.com.
More news now. Republican vice presidential candidate J.D. Vance held his first rally here in our great swing state. News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers covered the event and now joins us with all of the details.
GOP VP nominee J.D. Vance held his first Silver Swing State rally just outside of Las Vegas in Henderson, affectionately known as Hendertucky by locals. News 25 Las Vegas proudly reported from in and out of the energetic event as Trump-Vance 2024 supporters from all over lined up to hear J.D.'s version of the true American dream success story and how Team Trump plans to save America once again. We're here at J.D. Vance's first rally in Nevada. I'm feeling so good, making Las Vegas great again.
Amen. Make America great again, make America godly again.
We're not going to listen to the media's lies any longer, and there's nothing they can do about the fact that Kamala Harris owns every failure of the Biden administration over the last 4 years. He didn't know what was going on, so somebody was calling the shots, and then we know it was Kamala Harris.
We're here for support Trump, support J.D. Vance.
Did you know much of J.D. Vance before his nomination?
Only the peripheral, to be honest.
It sounds so simple, my friends, but it is time to put the interests of American citizens first. That's what our leaders should do, is care about their own people.
What brought you here today?
Just to find out more about J.D. Vance.
Have you guys ever seen someone smile so much? Does this man love his country or what? When I see President Trump and I see J.D. Vance on the trail or on the TV, sacrificing, serving this country, this is what leadership looks like. And this is why I'm endorsing J.D. Vance as our next Vice President of the United States of America.
I would say that he's a true American, showing that you can come from the bottom and work your way to the top through merit.
You never hear people talk about the American dream anymore. 4 years ago you did. I've lived the American dream. In fact, I'm living it right now with you all. Getting to spend great time and having a lot of fun here in the great state of Nevada.
To have the Trump with Vance on the bottom of the ticket, we know what we'll be getting, and it's got to be too big to rig.
Too big to rig.
Yeah, too big to rig.
The media, which for years has said that Republicans are a threat to democracy, they're calling it a coronation. I've got a different word for it. I call it a coup. In America, my friends, we do not crown our leaders, we vote for them. Remember, in the 2020 Democrat primary, Harris dropped out a month before the first vote was even cast. She was so unpopular, she polled in the single digits even among Democrats her entire campaign. She wasn't in the top 3 in her home state of California. We've got to give credit where it's due. Maybe we aren't Democrats, but the Democrats were right in 2020. We don't want a wacky San Francisco liberal serving as commander-in-chief.
As Team Trump advanced, tirelessly campaigned across the nation, making no excuses even after getting shot, J.D. Vance kicked off a Reno rally right after ours. For News 25 Las Vegas, I'm Maria Centers.
Thank you very much, Maria, downtown, and she'll be back throughout the whole campaign, giving us lots of great info. You're watching News 25. We're back in a bit.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25 on this Wednesday. I'm Chris Palermo. Following the overturn of Roe versus Wade in 2022, studies have shown that women are now resorting to unhealthy and possibly dangerous measures to self-abort themselves. Roy Rosell has this report.
A growing number of women said they have tried to end their pregnancies on their own by doing things such as taking herbs, drinking alcohol, or even hitting themselves in the belly, a new study suggests. Researchers surveyed reproductive age women in the United States before and after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade in June of 2022. The portion of people who reported trying to end their pregnancy by themselves rose from 2.4% to 3.3%. Study authors acknowledge that the increase is small, but the data suggests that it could number up to hundreds of thousands of women. Researchers surveyed about 7,000 women before the Supreme Court decision, and after they surveyed a group of 7,100 the year after after the decision. Lauren Ralph, an ophthalmologist at the University of California, says our data shows that making abortion more difficult to access is not going to mean that people want or need an abortion less frequently. The study goes on to talk about how they reported a range of methods. Some took medications, including emergency contraception and abortion pills, such as mifepristone, obtained outside of the medical system and without a prescription. Others drank alcohol or used drugs. Some resorted to potentially harmful physical methods such as hitting themselves in the abdomen, lifting heavy things, or inserting things into their body. The research was funded by the David and Lucille Packard Foundation, the William and Flora Lewitt Foundation, and the third foundation was listed as anonymous.
Well, I'm sure the parents are counting the days because school is just around the corner, which means News 25 will be covering anything the public needs to know before their child goes back to school, including when school will be starting in the mornings. Ava Perducci has more.
The Nye County School District is excited to announce the start dates for the 2024-2025 school year. For grades 1 through 12, the 5-day calendar starts on Monday, August 5th, and the 4-day calendar starts on Tuesday, August 6th. Kindergarten assessments are from August 5th through 9th on the 5-day calendar, and by appointment from August 6th through 8th on the 4-day calendar. Kindergarten classes begin on Monday, August 12th for both calendars. Pre-kindergarten starts on Monday, August 19th for both the 5-day and 4-day calendar. School start times vary between schools but are as follows on screen. The district encourages parents and guardians to review the academic calendars for important dates, including holidays, breaks, and parent-teacher conferences. Additional information, including calendars for both the 5-day and 4-day school weeks, along with start and end times, are available on the district website at nye.k12.nv.us.
And there is a new app to track the routes of school buses around town. News 25 reports.
In important news for parents, the Nye County School District is announcing an upgrade to its current student bus tracking system. Starting this school year, the district will replace the current Here Comes the Bus app with a platform called Stop Finder. Stop Finder will offer parents real-time updates on their child's bus route, including estimated arrival times and alerts about any delays. Parents can expect the app to be ready for use within a few weeks after school starts. While Here Comes the Bus has been popular, Stop Finder is expected to lessen punctuality issues and improve the tracking experience. The rollout of Stop Finder will begin in Pahrump during the first quarter of this year. With adaptations made for the district's 4-day school week schedule, more information is to come.
More news now closer to home. Street impact fees in Pahrump will increase 4.2% on September 1st. Kaylee Bentler has the report.
On September 1st, street impact fees will increase on new commercial and residential development in the Pahrump service area to strengthen the purchasing power of public works for materials to improve the roads. The increase goes into effect on September 1st, 2024. Impact fees are charges assessed for the impact that new development has on the town of Pahrump streets. Street impact fees shall be spent on street projects and not capital improvements or facility expansions that are not street projects. Please contact Public Works at 775-751-6262 for more information.
And News 25 reporter Ava Perducci is here to alert students and parents that attendance really does matter.
The Nye County School District is urging parents and guardians to prioritize their children's school attendance. Regular school attendance is essential for students to succeed academically and socially. Chronic absence can result in loss of credits or retention. Students who are chronically absent are also more likely to drop out of school. The Nye County School District is committed to providing a quality education for all students. To support this goal, the district has implemented a number of programs and initiatives to promote school attendance. These include early intervention. Schools identify students who are at risk of chronic absenteeism early and provide them with support services. Attendance initiatives. Schools offer a variety of initiatives to encourage students to attend school regularly. Parent education. Schools provide parents and guardians with information about the importance of school attendance and how to support their children's success. We believe that all students deserve the opportunity to succeed, said Dr. Gent, superintendent of the Nye County School District. We are committed to working with parents and guardians to ensure ensure that our students are in school and ready to learn. The Nye County School District is encouraging parents and guardians to visit the district's website for more information about school attendance. The website can be found in nye.k12.mv.us.
Coming up, some good news for the Elvis lovers in Las Vegas. You're watching News 25.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo, and you're about to be all shook up because there is now an Elvis memorabilia showcase at the Westgate Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas. Roy Rosal has more.
A new exhibit featuring one-of-a-kind Elvis Presley memorabilia is now open at the Westgate in Las Vegas. This showcase marks the 55th anniversary of the first of Elvis Presley's 636 consecutive sold-out show performances at the resort, back when it was known as the International Hotel. Items in the collection include Presley's Army watch, the shoes he wore in his last performance at the International Theater, an original vinyl debut single, That's Alright, and even a lock of his hair. All of these items come from a private collection of the Westgate Resort CEO, Jim Gizzi. The showcase is inside of the main lobby at the entrance and is free to public. The Westgate Hotel has often paid tribute to Presley's legacy. A life-size statue was unveiled after his death, and several festivals and conventions have been held at this resort.
Well, in sports, Big Ten basketball tournaments are coming to Las Vegas in years to come, and Mikey has it all.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Las Vegas Aviators dropped a slugfest last night to the Albuquerque Isotopes 15-11, rematch this evening at 7:05. The Big Ten Conference announced it'll hold two of its conference basketball tournaments at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas in the coming years. The women's tournament will be played March 3rd through the 7th, 2027, and the men's tournament March 8th through the 12th, 2029. The United States Olympic Rugby won a medal with a 14-12 victory over Australia last night. For the 8th time since the team's founding in 2017, the annual VGK road trip has hit the road, departing from City National Arena on Wednesday morning. Members of the Golden Knights organization began their trek of 5 stops across 4 states in 9 days, going from Jackson, Wyoming, Billings, Montana, to Coeur d'Alene, and Boise, Idaho, to Reno, Nevada. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, it's a Lerner and Rowe weather cam. Beautiful Mount Charleston, right outside the studios here in Pahrump. And it's been a little cooler in the mornings if you've been up early enough. We have a complete forecast coming up in a bit.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. I'm Mike Ruhan from the Channel 25 Weather Studios, streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Let's check out this weather map. Fernley, like a boy band, 98 degrees, 99 in Fallon. Carson City saw 95 degrees. Tonopah and Goldfield tied exactly 93 and 55 for the low. Beatty 101, 107 out in Amargosa, that's the hot spot in Nevada. Las Vegas 105 out in Death Valley, that's really hot, 117, but here In the paradise of Pahrump, our current temperature is 103. We had plentiful sunshine today. We hit a high of 104, winds out of the south-southwest, 10 miles per hour. Humidity, 7%. The sun rose this morning at 5:50. Look for it to go away at 7:49 as we go to a low of 76 degrees. We're going to have clear skies tonight. Surprise, surprise. East-southeast winds at 8 miles per hour. Humidity going up to 16%. Let's check out the rest of the week. Yes, partly cloudy tomorrow, 103, but look at Friday. 96 degrees, double digits. We haven't seen that in a while. That's the day I suggest you call in sick. 104 on Saturday, 106 on Sunday. Then the heat returns and it's 107 from here on out. Back to the desk. Here's Chris.
Thank you very much, Mikey. We are losing a little bit of daylight. Did you notice that? We still got plenty of summer left. That'll just about do it for us tonight. I'm Chris Palermo for News 25. Make it a great night.